Hi everyone, this is Joanne at Pages on Parade. I'm here today to show you my kicked way up altered composition book junk journal City Birds. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, I had a lot of fun making this journal, altered composition book junk journal. There's a chipboard keyhole, there's a little bird inside the keyhole you can see or can't see from here. I put house numbers on the houses. That little lace is part of a vintage tablecloth, and there's some flowers put on it. There is coordinating back cover and a 3D birdhouse sticker. Here's a large tag with 3 different kinds of writing paper on lined paper on it, some sari silk, a bird cutout with a tiny notepad page, a pocket over here with some, I think that's Tim Holtz vellum sewed on. There's a little frame with some eggs in it. This next page has a large pocket and tag, and this tag paper is Stamperia, I believe. I forget the name of it. A little collaging there on the pocket. Here there's a high belly band, tiny paper clip with a flower charm, some writing paper, tea-dyed writing paper. The whole book is coffee dyed, and the pages, 2 or 3 pages, have been glued together for sturdiness. There's a tiny tuck spot. Here is a collaged tab in a corner pocket. There's some music paper adhered to the page, and you'll see they are blank pages. So this is great for doodling or sketching, also writing, but it's great for doodling. Here's a paper that opens up, there you go, and goes in that tuck spot in the back. There's some butterfly stamping on that writing journaling card, and here's a little mini notebook. This is that's an Edith Holden page, and this is a pad of different writing papers with a cover, an eco paper cover that I made. There's sari silk and a charm at the top. There's sari silk down the side there and some stamping. There's a burlap flower on top of the sewed stem. There is some trim. Here is a tiny tag held on with Tim Holtz's tiny clips. Here is a collaged journaling card. And this is a page from an embroidery book. And that's just some washi tape across the top to make it pretty. Here are 2 corner pockets. There's some little tags held on with a green brad. Here's a collage tag. Here's some more writing paper. And there's some more writing paper. It's all been distressed. Here's a, I guess, a journaling card with an index card in it. And I'm going to put that back later, apparently. Here's 2 tiny tags. That has a little bird charm on a bulb pin. Can't see it too well, sorry. There's some stamping. Here is another Edith Holden page. Oh, wait a minute, there's a tab with a teapot on it. There's quite a few tabs on this book, too. Edith Holden page with a little tag on it, a little stamping. And that's some rice paper. Here are 2 lined paper sections, and you can just tuck it into that clip. Over here is a bird paper clip with a clear bead on its tail, another little journaling card. There's some inside this glassine bag. There you go. This side has a vintage doily on it and a large tag inside that I made with some music paper and embossing along that border, and it's a bird on a branch. It's hard to see, sorry. Here is some burlap butterflies and some sari silk. That's part of the pattern paper. That's a frame with a collaged bird in it. Here's a belly band with some Tim Holtz paper in it. A little ribbon adhered to the band. Here's a postcard and a side pocket. Here is a little folder journaling card inside some fabric belly band. Here's a large pocket with a large tag. This side has some writing lines and a pocket with a little card in it, which I dropped. Okay. That says Birdie Darling in case you can't read it. There's another tab that has a feather. This is some writing paper adhered to the blank page. There are some more writing spots for you. Another journaling card, butterfly, paperclip, and some more writing space. There's tons of writing space in this book. This pattern paper, that's not part of it, that's somebody else's. But this pattern paper came from A.C. Moore a long time ago, and I think it's Nicole, and they had put out these packs of paper for $1 each, and there was 8 pages per pack. And I wish to heck I had gotten some more. But I only got 3. I got this bird one, which I just love, which you can see there's also a tea theme in there. I don't know what that has to do with it, but there's a lot of tea theme in this pattern paper too. The other 2 I got, one was romance and the other one was sewing. So I'll most likely be doing something with them in the fairly near future. Another tag, another pocket. A card with all kinds of bird's eggs, and a pocket with some more Tim Holtz paper. And there's a tab with some bling on it. Here's a tuck spot with an envelope with a bird, and a couple small tags in it. Here's a large journaling card with a city map, which goes with the theme of the book. Oh, and this is a little paper thingy that I saw somebody do before, and I'm so sorry I can't remember who did it. If somebody could please let me know, I will, put a link down below. Here's a card with the sewn image on the front. I think that came from somebody on the Graphics Fairy. Here are 2 really large tags with some of that pattern paper. See, it has, there's tea stuff in here. It's really interesting. That's a burlap tab with a pin with beads. A little journaling card, journaling spot. This is a glassine bag with some sequin trim glued on it. Here is some more writing spots. That paper's been sewn around. Can you hear my chair squeak? Oh my gosh. Here is a journaling card with some music quotes on it. I have this book of music quotes by famous people. It's wonderful. I love going through that, and I like to use it a lot. There's a small tag with a tuck spot that goes in a tuck spot, which has another little tuck spot. Okay, so weird. Blank page. Top corner pocket with some tags. That's a bird sticker. You can't see well, but I love it. It's like rubbery. I got it from Dollar Tree. They had a few packs of those kind. I got them all, or all the different kinds, and I just really like them. I like the texture. That came from a little weird little writing pad I had. I like this page. I like black and white. This little dragonfly cut out. That little dictionary page on the bottom has the word beverage on it. Here's a little tissue paper card made, a little teapot. That side pocket is stamped. Apparently I have quite a few birdcage stamps. Here's a tag with a T envelope on it that says chirp. The other side of the envelope or tag has a teapot cut out, and here's just two tiny little papers, which are apparently hard to get back in. There you go. Okay, so tuck spot with more of that pattern paper on writing paper, lined paper. Those flowers are rice paper. Here's a little busy page. There's a butterfly cutout. There's a little piece of fabric with a butterfly stamp on it. There is a dragonfly specimen slide. There's a tag. Here's a folder tag with a littler tag inside it. This sideways pocket has a little booklet I made out of an Ideals magazine. Had this image, which I just loved. Also has a little poem that was in there, and I made that little birdhouse out of twine. And lots of places to write. I love those Ideal magazines. I used to read them with my grandmoms all the time. There's a tab with a bead on it. That's a large tab. Here's some Franken paper. That large pocket, the feather and the bird were both fussy cut out and glued on. That's some of the pattern paper also. Here's a fabric flip with little birds hidden underneath. Here's some Tim Holtz vellum with a beautiful, get it, tag inside, card inside. Two cut out birds with pockets. I put some trim on the tail. Here's a little writing thingy. Tag. Here's some more Tim Holtz paper. He has a lot of birds on his papers, so a lot of them made their way into this journal. That's a little heart sticker. It's a fold-out journaling card. It's washi down the edge there. Here's some more journaling cards. Told you there's lots of writing space in this book. There's some more Franken paper that's sewed around. That's more of the pattern paper. There is fabric birds stamped on it, and there's paper on the back so you can actually write on it, and that paper clip has a feather. I had fun with this page. That's an embossed tree with a bird charm pinned to it. It's flowers at the bottom. There's a house behind. It's actually chicken wire, but we're going to call it chain link fence. And there's a little journaling card. Here's another paper clip with a bead on it. Here's a large envelope with some stamping on the back. Inside is a large writing space. It's a Hobby Lobby. It's a craft paper. I love craft paper, and when I saw that they had patterned craft paper, I just grabbed it up. And the last page that flips open. Truly. There's a little tag. Tucks back in. And I left the back cover plain so it could be written on with any of those writing papers, letters, whatever. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to include 2 closures. You're going to see one here. Oh, did I mention the tassel? I don't think so. Lots of different fabric and ribbons and handmade beads. And there's one of the ties. The other one is going to be a taupe colored piece of material.